And news just coming in that Ayatollah Khamenei's eldest son, Mojtaba, who's a 56-year-old man, has been elected as Iran's new supreme leader. Iranian media has reported that Mojtaba was elected as Iran's new supreme leader by the country's Assembly of Experts. And according to reports, Mojtaba has been chosen to assume control of the country. He's the second eldest son of Ayatollah Khamenei, and has long been seen as observer as a potential successor. He was involved in all the backroom management during his father's lifetime. His reported elevation could prove politically sensitive and comes just days after his father was killed in the joint operation of US and Israel. And Iranian media is now making further claims that Iran's slain supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei was buried, in fact, in Mashhad. Khamenei, who died at 86 after leading the regime for 36 years, was originally from Mashhad. His father was also buried in the same city. Let's look at the power transition which has happened in Iran now. It's Mojtaba Khamenei who's now in charge. He's one of the sons of late Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. And Mojtaba is seen as the most politically influential son of Khamenei. He's a cleric who studied in Qom, often rumored to have strong influence inside the IRGC, which is the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, and Iran's political system. Some analysts, in fact, believe he could be a possible successor, and he has been chosen as the successor to his father. The other son, Mojtaba Khamenei, also is a cleric. He keeps a low profile, involved mainly in religious studies. The other one is Masoud Khamenei, known to be involved in media and cultural institutions that are linked to Iranian establishment. Then there is Maysam Khamenei, the least visible among all the sons of Ayatollah Khamenei. He works within religious and cultural circles. And then there was this report of Bushra Khamenei, who's the daughter who was killed, and the son-in-law killed in these strikes. They were linked to Supreme Leader's office, had largely maintained a private life, but the daughter, the son-in-law, and the grandchild was killed in the strikes which happened. Pranay Upadhyay is the editor of India Today Global. He joins us live. Pranay, so the power transition, as we have been discussing, has happened. Mojtaba is someone who has worked very closely with IRGC, so the chain command will not be difficult. But is he really seen as someone who can engage with Donald Trump and with Netanyahu?
Good morning, Maria. And let me add that, these reports have emerged from the from London-based news outlet Iran International, and no Iranian government outlet or no Iranian public broadcaster has confirmed this information, because last night the information came that the expert committee which was supposed to meet and decide the process, because as per the constitutional process of Iran, this expert committee, 88-member expert committee, is they are empowered to initiate the process of the selection of supreme leader, and in fact they are elected for 8 years. So their assembly building was bombed by Israeli fighter jets, and in fact President Donald Trump also confirmed these targeted strikes. And in fact, the Iranian media is claiming that this procedure, this entire process for the selection of the supreme leader may take a while, and it may wait until the final rites or the funeral of the supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. However, even if Mojtaba Khamenei, the second son of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, is selected as supreme leader, it puts him into a spot, and in fact it makes him a probable target as well, because if you see the strategy of Israeli forces, they have already made their intent clear that they are going to wipe out, they are going to target every possible leadership phase Iran or IRGC may put. It actually puts him in a difficult position. But if you see the legitimacy, the natural succession, though Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei did not designate anyone as his natural successor, and he also opposed, the nepotism as well. But currently in the present scenario, Mojtaba Khamenei, who served in Basij, which is the religious paramilitary of Iran, and who was also been closely associated with, as a cleric and as an influential person. He was closely associated with Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, could be a natural successor in terms of the acceptance among people of Iran. But we have to see how this process moves. But the question you asked, that will he be in a position to take forward the negotiation or come to negotiating table? We have to see, because currently people in Iran are outraged. They are on streets. In fact, any negotiation process cannot be direct with President Donald Trump. It has to be mediated. We have seen in the last round of negotiation or diplomatic engagements between Iran and the United States, they were mediated by Oman. So this remains a bigger question, that who is going to mediate currently, because the sentiments have changed in Oman as well. The sentiments have changed in Qatar as well. These are the two important states who have mediated, such negotiations during previous rounds. So we have to see that who can play this role. Analysts are saying that Turkey could play this role, being the NATO partner and an important neighbor of Iran. So there's like a lot of things are unclear right now, a bit hazy amid these all bombings and so much of destruction taking place. And when the missiles are flying and drones are being shot at, we do not see a possibility of any direct negotiation. But this remains a possibility that there could be a back channel between United States and Iran. There could be back channels, some via media could be there, because the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has also indicated that they are ready to become a via channel to convey the sentiments of Iran and their issues with the dialogue partners, and they will help Iran to raise these issues, to have a negotiation and the willingness. But
Okay.
what kind of negotiation can take place, Maria, at this juncture? Because in the current state, when Israel and United States are quite firm, and in fact they have expressed their resolve. If you have heard President Donald Trump last evening, he said that we are determined to remove this regime, this Islamic government, and we want new face to emerge. Amid all these reports, there are also some reports suggesting that those who makes a sizable population of Iran can be armed. There are armed groups of Kurdistan. They can those rebels can be armed and can be instigated. So the situation is in a flux right now, Maria.
Yeah, it's a developing situation, and perhaps the conflict is only intensifying.